Hi everyone. Today we are presenting the final project presentation. My name is Miriam Halim. The agenda is background of the project, installation of the scanner, top 10 vulnerabilities found, plan to fix or reason you will accept the risk of its remaining. Any that will be left as is accept the risk, correct the vulnerabilities, add control or tools to minimize the vulnerabilities, tool needed to support, and conclusion. Background of the project is objective, scan all the hosts that we have created from class 501 and 502 with the OpenVS and evaluate the result, determine mitigation or remediations, actions, technology leverage, OpenVS, VirtualBox, Metasploit v2 and v3, pfSense, DVWA, Kelly, and Security Onion, IDS. And result of scans, Metasploit 3 is 443, Metasploit 2 is 100, pfSense is 11, and Security Onion is 3, Kali Linux is 0.
Hello, my name is Kali, and I will continue from here. Since we had already created the host machines in class 501 and 502, to identify potential vulnerabilities of these systems, I needed to set up OpenVAST. I initially decided to install OpenVAST on a Kali Linux because of its powerful security features and compatibility with the penetration testing tool. However, I encountered several challenges during this setup process to establish like a solid communication between the OpenVAS and the host machines, which was giving me hard time, and I was not able to access OpenVAS on a web browser, so I downloaded and installed OpenVAS on a separate virtual machine, and I was able to establish communication between host machine and OpenVAS, and also was able to access it on a web browser. So next, I added the IP address of each host to the OpenVAS and started the scan, and I found the report of the OpenVAS very useful as it provided detailed information about vulnerabilities and recommendations, and it also recommended a solution for addressing the issues. As we can see on this screen, the Metasploitable tree has the highest number of vulnerabilities with number 443. Followed by Metasploitable 2, which is 100, and pfSense is 11, Security Onion 3, and Kali Linux is 0. I found OpenVAS very useful tool for the security professionals, since it finds and assists the weaknesses in the network by detecting known vulnerabilities. This information allows experts to take preventive actions, which is crucial for fixing security issues before hackers can exploit them. In this way, OpenVAS protects sensitive information and keeps systems secure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anthony Quintero. I'm going to discuss the top 10 vulnerabilities we found. As you notice, Metasploit had a lot of vulnerabilities to choose from. That's by design. They have a lot of known high-risk vulnerabilities that are exploitable. So we picked 10 that were high risk, are known to be exploited, that have known remediations. By doing that, we reduced the risk significantly There is obviously a lot of remaining medium to low findings, some which can easily be fixed, but since there's still many high risk vulnerabilities, we decided to tackle those first, since those have a higher urgency. Low risk and medium vulnerabilities can usually go longer without being patched before it becomes a risk. There were a couple vulnerabilities like end of life software that you kind of have to accept the risk, because the OS is no longer supported. In situations like that, companies would have to upgrade their operating system, which can be expensive and have to be planned for over a long period of time. I'm going to quickly go over the vulnerabilities and how we would fix them. For this one, multicast name resolution, it's enabled by default modern Windows. So this is an example of how certain ports and services are inherently unsafe and need to be disabled to provide more security. Untrust SSL certificate. A lot of the VMs come with self-signed certificates and need to be replaced with certificates that can be trusted. This pfSense came with one, along with other default settings are unsafe. HTTP headers, disclosure. One of the earlier labs, we discussed how easy it is to sniff traffic, intercept header, and extract information from header and from a useful tool to mitigate and remediate this is properly configured firewall proxy server. You can implement those to remove HTTP headers, so you're not exposing critical information to potential hackers. Likewise with backdoors, Metasploitable comes with a lot of known backdoors that can be exploited with Metasploit. So we took care of remediating those since they're known to be exploitable. And a lot of these are done by using ports are normally not used. So it's the best practice to close ports that aren't required, because you don't want to risk having someone use that port to come into the system. A lot of the VMs we built had default credentials. Kali has Kali. pfSense had admin. So it's a good practice to not only use strong passwords, but default accounts should be disabled. Default passwords should be changed. Multi-factor authentication should be used whenever possible. Anything that will make a hacker's ability to guess or crack a password much more difficult. RDP, although it's useful for admins to use, can be vulnerable to attacks, especially if not patched. And use proper security. Overall, with proper patching and firewall and proxy rules, and just implementing best security practices, several of the discovered vulnerabilities can be remediated and the risk can be severely lowered. Initially, it was high risk with a lot of holes in security, that by using the scanner, we were able to identify the vulnerabilities, create a mitigation plan, and remediate urgent known exploitable vulnerabilities while planning to remediate lower, less important vulnerabilities.
Hi, my name is Farhad Khorshedian. Conclusion. In summary, OpenVIS showed how essential up-to-date vulnerability scanning tools are in identifying and fixing security risk effectively. Regular updates ensure that the latest threats are detected, making it a critical part of any organization's cybersecurity strategy. This project helped us understand the value of proactive measures like scanning, patching, and managing risk to maintain network security. Even in a small network, this step proved critical for minimizing potential threats and enhancing overall resilience. The risk-based approach was adopted by our team to address the vulnerabilities efficiently. By ranking and systematically resolving the issues, we ensured an organized and impactful response to potential risks. Thank you.